What is up, you guys? This is Lester Diaz, and in today's video, we're gonna dive into Facebook ads and the basics of actually creating your first Facebook ad. So you probably heard that Facebook advertising is one of the best ways to get traffic, get likes, get followers, anything that you want to do online. It's one of the best places to find people interested in your product, service, or whatever it is that you're selling. And so what I'm going to do with this video is break down the process of creating an ad so you understand the basics, and then from there you can experiment yourself and see if Facebook ads can work for your business. So we're not going to waste any more time. Let's jump right in. All right, you guys, so we're inside my Facebook Ads Manager account, and what I'm going to do is basically cover the basics for you, show you what's new when it comes to Facebook advertising, and hopefully show you the different options or the different things that you can do to utilize Facebook as a way to achieve your goals in business, whether that's getting more traffic, getting more followers, getting more sales for your product or service. Whatever that goal is, Facebook advertising can help you get there. Now, before we jump into this section where we actually set up an ad, I want to show you some new features that Facebook provides to give you an idea on how you can find ads that you can utilize for your own business. Because most likely, whatever type of business you have, there's probably someone already doing some advertising on Facebook, and Facebook now allows you to see what type of ads they're running, because that's going to give you an idea on what type of ads you could get approved inside of Facebook, because every single ad that you create on Facebook needs to go through a review process. So of course it would be very helpful for you to see what type of ads your competition is running on Facebook. So I'm going to show you two different examples. One is Russell Brunson, which has a page with over 600,000 followers, and Russell Brunson, a very well-known internet marketer, owner of ClickFunnels, and I want to show you just how easy it is on Facebook now to see how they're spending money on advertising. So if you go down, there's gonna be a little section here, and you can click on the see more link, and it's gonna tell you basically everything about this page. It's gonna tell you who manages the page. It's gonna tell you whether this page is actually running ads or not. And this is the section that I want to show you, because if you click on go to ad library, now you're able to see all the ads that this page is running. And this works for any type of business that you want to advertise on Facebook. So it doesn't matter if you're a dentist, it doesn't matter if you're an internet marketer, it doesn't matter if you're selling a product or service. You can probably find a Facebook page inside of Facebook who's doing some type of advertising, and you can see what type of ads they're running. So if we scroll down, you can see some of the ads that they're running, advertising their different products and services that they offer. And like I said, this works for any page. So here's another example. This is Grant Cardone, another entrepreneur, multimillionaire, very well known in the business world online. So if we scroll down and we go to this section and click on see more, we can see how many people are managing his page, and we can also go to the ad library. So again, we can see that he's running ads advertising his 10x event. He's running ads for basically a lot of different products and services that he's doing. And he's probably spending a lot of money on a daily basis running ads on Facebook to get sales, to get leads, and all of that. So you can utilize this method to basically find what your competitors are doing so you can create a better ad. You don't want to copy what they're doing. You don't want to copy their text or images or videos. What you want to do is see what they're doing and see if you can make it better. That's the whole point of seeing this information, because you want to create a better ad that converts better. So now that we have covered that, now you have a way to know what other people are doing on Facebook. Now you have a way to see what type of ads they're running, and usually from that information you can create an ad for your own business, for whatever product or service you're selling, because like I said, most likely you have competitors or you have similar pages that are running ads to also generate sales, likes, followers, and things like that. And now we're inside my Facebook Ads Manager, and this is where we actually set up the ad. And how do you get here? If you go to your create section here on the top and you simply click on it, it'll give you the option to create an ad. By just clicking on it, it'll take you to the Facebook Ads Manager, where you can set up your ad. Now, when it comes to setting up an ad on Facebook, there's 3 different levels. There's the campaign level, the ad set level, and the ad itself. So that means you have to set up a campaign first, and then within that campaign, you can set up multiple ad sets. And then from that ad sets, you can edit and create individual ads. So the first thing we have to do is select what we want, our goal with this ad. And as you can see, Facebook makes it extremely easy for you to find out what type of ad you want to build, whether you want traffic for your website. So if you have a blog, if you're selling something on your website, and if you click on this little icon here, it'll tell you exactly, the type of things that you can do with each goal. So if we have traffic, we have engagement here. This is for people who want to build Facebook pages to get more followers, to get more likes, to get comments. And then we have app install. So if you have an app and you want to promote your app to get more people to download your app, you can utilize this option. Then we have video views. So to get 100,000 views, this is an option that you can utilize. Also lead generation and messages. So if you want to gather leads from within Facebook, or you want people to reach out to your business and just start messaging, asking about your product or service or business, then this is another option for you. Typically, I like to stick to this options unless you want to go a little bit more advanced. Conversions is mostly when you have the Facebook Pixel install on your website and you want to track how many people are visiting your website, and then from there you want to do some retargeting, you want to do some advanced stuff using Facebook. Now, catalog sales is basically when you have an online store. So let's say you have a Shopify store and you want to offer your products from within Facebook. You want to be able to create ads easily from any product from your store. Well, the catalog sales basically allows you to connect your store to Facebook, easily do some retargeting. So let's say someone goes to your store and they visit one product, but they decide not to buy it. Then you can utilize catalog sales to do some retargeting and basically show that product to that person over and over again until they decide to buy. And store traffic is when you want to track offline sales. So you want to get people to visit your physical store, your physical business, then this is the option for that. And then we have awareness, which is basically brand awareness if you want to show your product or service to a lot of people. And reach is basically showing your ad to as many people as possible. If you want to put your product, your ad in front of a lot of people real fast. Now, I'm not going to be setting up an actual ad, but I'm going to be showing you the main thing that you need to know about setting up a Facebook ad, and that is the targeting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on engagement here. And now it's going to ask me what type of engagement do I want? Do I want page likes? Do I want event responses or post engagement? So it's going to ask me to name my campaign. So I'm just going to leave it as engagement because this is going to be an example just to show you the process. And then it's going to ask me for my daily budget. So in this case, I would always recommend that you start with just $5 per day. It'll give you enough information on whether or not you want to keep that ad or you need to change the ad or do something else. And a $5 per day budget for about 3-4 days will give you enough information for you to decide whether that's a good ad or not. You never want to just create a brand new ad and then just throw a $50 per day budget unless you know that ad has worked in the past and you can definitely make money from that ad. So now that we have selected all of this, we hit continue. So now it's going to ask me for the ad set name, and this is going to be what's going to identify the individual ad basically, and we can just name it whatever it is that we want. I'm just going to leave it like that by default because this is not an actual ad that I'm setting up. The real things that I want to show you is the different options that Facebook provides, the different things that Facebook allows you to do, basically allowing you to reach any type of person with any type of interest anywhere in the world that you want. So notice that now it's gonna ask us, okay, what type of people you want to see this ad. So it's gonna ask for location. So if we click on edit, we can edit that location and we can make it a specific country. We can also do like a specific city. You can go as big or small as you want when it comes to locations, and it just depends on the type of ad that you're setting up for your business. So if you have an online business, you probably want to do, the United States. You probably can do it worldwide. It just depends on the type of business that you're going to be promoting. So this is one of the things that you have to consider when setting up your ad. Because if you have a physical store, you probably want to go maybe 5-10 miles within that physical store. If you have an online business, then you probably can do it worldwide. Or if you want customers from a specific country or leads from that specific country, then you would only target people in that specific country or city. So once you have chosen your location, your next step is to select age. And I would say that if you're selling something, if you want, depending on what type of ad you're setting up or depending on your goal. So for example, let's say you're running a Facebook gaming page. Well, you might want to stick to people who are younger, maybe 18 to 25 or something like that. So let's say you have a credit repair business, then you would only target people from maybe 35 and up. It just depends entirely on the type of business that you have. I wouldn't recommend leaving this as default, just 18 to 65. I would say know who your customer is. If you know that your average customer is 25 years old, then make sure that you select 25 and up here. Because that's going to allow you to target people a little bit better inside of Facebook. The same goes for gender. So if you have a product that is only for men, then you would choose only men. So it just depends on the type of business that you have, but you have to know these things. You have to know who is your customer, because you don't want to be throwing your money away. You don't want to be setting up ads and just spending money every single day, showing your ad to people who are not your target customer. So before you even consider setting up an ad inside of Facebook, then you have to understand the type of people that you want to see this ad. So you could write all of this down. You know, okay, so I want people who live in this location, from this age, and who are interested in this type of topics or behaviors or interests. And that's what we're going to talk about in this section right here, which is the detailed targeting. This is one of the most important aspects of setting up a Facebook ad, because this little section right here can help you find exactly the type of people that you want for your business. So there's multiple ways for you to set up your detailed targeting, and one of the simplest ways to give you some ideas on the type of audience that you can find and target inside of Facebook is by clicking on the browse button. So when you click on the browse, it's going to give you different options, and again, you can click on this little icon here to give you more information. But if you click on demographics, it'll give you some information about, let's say you want to target people who have gone to a specific college, who make a certain amount of money, who work full time. So it'll give you all of these options that you can target. So you can target people based on income level. If you click on parents, it'll show you parents to teenagers. It'll give you a bunch of options. So I would suggest that you click on the browse option, because it's going to allow you to see what type of targeting you can do on Facebook. Facebook has gathered such massive data from us using Facebook, and we are willingly providing all of this information to Facebook for free. And now you can utilize this information to create ads, real targeted ads, to find that perfect customer for your business. So in the interest section, you can browse people by business and industry. You can find entertainment. So let's say you want to target people who play video games, of people who like a category of movies, then you can find all of these people inside of this interest tab, and people who like reading, people who watch specific shows on TV, people who are into fitness, specific hobbies and activities, or people who have bought something online. You can find all of this information on the interest. And like I said, browsing is going to give you a bunch of ideas on how to target that customer that you want for your business. Now, if you want to go based on behaviors, this is also going to give you a lot of different options that you can utilize for your ad. So let's say you want to target only people who have an iPhone. Well, now you have the possibility to do that. And like I said, there's so many options that you would have to go through each one of those and see which ones actually fit your perfect customer. Another option is just to type what type of customer you want, and Facebook will suggest specific pages and interests and topics that you can target with your ads. So for example, let's say I type soccer. And now Facebook has suggested different behaviors, interests, job titles, and things related to soccer. So you can just type whatever keyword you might be searching for, where you want to target your customers, and Facebook will automatically find those for you. You want to reach the right people with your ad because you want to make sure you get the best type of customers for your business or followers or whatever it is that you want. All right, so let's go down to placements. And placements is basically where you want your ad to show inside of Facebook. And because Facebook owns multiple platforms, you can edit the placements and you can decide, okay, I want my ad to show on Instagram. I want my ad to show on Facebook video, Facebook the Audience Network, on Messenger. It just depends on where you want your ad to show. And I would never utilize the automatic placements because it's going to show your ad on a bunch of places that probably you don't want your ad to show. So let's say you have an online store, you have a Shopify store. Well, perhaps you might benefit showing your ad on the Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is a place for people to buy things online. They're looking to buy things on the Facebook Marketplace. So if you have a product from an online store, one of the best places to advertise would be the Facebook Marketplace. The same goes for the Facebook right column. The right column is typically for people who are browsing Facebook on desktop. So if you want people to just go to your website from their phones, then utilizing the Facebook right column might not be a good idea. So you would have to consider each and every one of these to ensure whether or not you want your ad to show in this specific spots. And I would just deselect the ones that you don't need. So for example, Facebook video feeds doesn't make any sense unless you're running an ad where you want people to watch your video. So that's why you don't want to just leave the automatic placement, because the automatic placements, Facebook is going to show your ad everywhere. It's going to just waste your money a lot faster, and most likely it's not going to get you the results that you want. So you want to be selective when it comes to choosing where you want your ad to show, and this is why you have to consider each and every one of these options. So now let's go to the optimization spending controls. For these, I usually don't mess with this. I just leave it by default. What I do mess with is the schedule. And if you're running a $5 ad per day, then you can just typically go back to your ad, the next day and just see how your ad is performing and whether or not you want to keep that ad or just keep running that ad for the next few days. Or if you have an ad that you just want to test for 3 days, then you can set up a schedule where basically you can run the ad from today to the next 3 days, and then that ad would automatically stop. But in that case, like I said, if you're running a $5 per day ad, then you don't need to do this because you can just go back the next day and you're only spending $5 per day. So you can just go back and see how that ad is doing and then turn it off or on or just leave it on. So we're going to click continue. And this is the section where you set up your individual ad. Now, I would recommend naming that individual ad depending on whatever goal you want. Facebook is going to ask you, okay, so you want to run this ad from what page? So it'll give you the option to select an individual page that you want to use as the page that's going to run your ad. Once you have selected that, your next step is to just create the ad. And the format is a single image or video, but you can change this if you want. You can also utilize an existing post. So let's say that you have a post that you have created inside of your Facebook page and you want to use that individual post as the ad. You can utilize that by just clicking on existing post, find that post inside of that page, and then you can utilize that post for your ad. Otherwise, you can just create a single ad, and for that you can just simply add a media, which basically means that you can select a picture from your computer or from within the Facebook library. They have a bunch of pictures that you can utilize for your ad. You can also select a video if you wanted to promote a video, and then you would just tell people what your ad is about. This is your copy. This is the text that's going to go with your image or video, similar to what we saw here for Grant Cardone. You can see the video here with some text, and this is why the ad library is going to help you see what type of ads your competitors are doing, so you can create better ads. You can utilize different images, different videos, and again, The idea is not to copy what they're doing, it's to get an understanding of what they're doing so you can make it yours better. And once you have your text, your image, you can preview how your ad is going to look based on the placements that you have selected. So if you only selected mobile newsfeed, you would see how that would look inside of the mobile newsfeed. You could also see a preview on your phone by clicking on this little icon here. It'll send a notification to your phone on Facebook, and you can see the different preview options that it provides depending on the placements that you chose. And the last thing that you will need to worry about is whether you want to select a call to action. So depending on the goal of your ad, if you want people to visit your website, whatever that is, you can select a call to action. Because I've chose engagement, it's not giving me the option to enter a link because I want engagement in specific posts, or I want engagement for my page, whatever that is. It's not going to give you an option to paste a link to where I want to send people. So if I have chosen traffic, for example, it would give me the option to paste the link of my website so I can send people from my ad to my website. So this will change depending on your goal, your main goal, whether that's traffic, engagement. So once you have set up all of that, so basically it will send this ad to review. Facebook can take about 24 hours to approve or deny your ad. If your ad is approved, it will let you know. It will send you a notification to Facebook letting you know that your ad was approved. If it was denied, it'll let you know why it was denied, and it'll give you the option to edit the ad and just send it to review again to see if you can get it approved. So guys, these are the basics. There's so many options and so many things that didn't cover. So I do have more videos on Facebook ads. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to put a link to that playlist below. But once you understand the basics of, targeting, placements, your audience and all of that, setting up Facebook ads is going to be a piece of cake for you, because all you have to do is understand how to find the right people inside of Facebook and how to create ads that can get approved, that can get you the result that you want for your business. Alright, so I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, because I post videos like this every single week. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.